Hey guys, so today I have a talk through tutorial for you. It is a pink and blue kind of dramatic look. I use tons of glitter and I really hope you enjoy it. So let's go ahead and get into it. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and prime my face for foundation. Then we're going to move into using my NYX Total Cover Drops in shade 2. We're going to dot that all over the face, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that in with a damp sponge. The key to foundation with me and how I really get my foundation to last and look so seamless is all of the blending that I do. So just really over blending. When you think you're done, just keep blending. This is really going to make the foundation become one with your skin. I'm going to go ahead and use a little extra in the areas I need a little bit more coverage. Next, I'm going to take some concealer and I'm going to go ahead and highlight and conceal my dark circles with that. Once again, using the same technique I used for the foundation, just over blending it into my skin. I'm going to take the concealer onto my eyelids to act as my eyeshadow primer today. I really like using concealer as my eye primer because basically it cancels out all the veins in my eyelid, which I do have a lot, and it also color corrects my eyelids. Then we're going to set down the under eye with a loose powder and a small fluffy brush, and then we'll do the rest of my foundation with a bigger brush. This is just going to help all the other products glide onto my skin. Alright, now we're going to take a contour brush and a contour color. Today I'm using the NYX Taupe Blush. This is one of the only things that really works for my skin tone because I'm so fair. I find that a lot of contour colors really don't look right on my skin. I need something that's almost gray toned. And this definitely does that for me. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of create more of a diffused contour look. I want some definition, but I don't want like a straight line. I'm going to take a small brush with a powder and I'm going to diffuse those edges of that contour just so that they aren't so harsh. Next, I'm going to go in with a bronzer and a dense brush. I'm going to warm up the temples and the perimeter of my face just to kind of make everything flow together. I'm going to take that right on top of my contour too, just to warm it up just a little bit and give it a more sun-kissed glow. Then I'm going to go in with my blush. I'm using a pinky peach blush today. Now I'm going to go in with my highlight. I really want a very glowy look, so I'm using an icy pink. I'm going to put this really everywhere. I'm going to put it on my cheekbones, on my nose, on my forehead, cupid's bow, and chin. I want an all over kind of balanced highlighting look. Now I'm going to go with my NYX Tame & Frame. This is a great brow product. It's completely waterproof. It lasts all day on me. I'm going to go ahead and use short strokes to fill in my brows with the NYX Brow Brush. I'm going to go ahead and elongate my tail just a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and emphasize my arch, kind of creating a more dramatic brow. Then I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Just using those short strokes, creating a more dramatic arch and elongating my tail. Alright, so now we're going to take some clear brow gel and just set my brows, making sure they stay in place nice and high. I'm going to take a skin tone colored eyeshadow set from my brow bone to my lid. making sure that all my other eyeshadow blends nicely on top of it. Now I'm going to go into the NYX Brights palette. I'm going to take the Hot to Matte Pink in this palette, and I'm really going to create a pretty dramatic shape with this. I'm going to go from high up in my crease onto my lid and wing it out past my brow. This is going to be my guide for my winged liner later, and I really wanted a very kind of dramatic look with this. Not something that I would typically do or that you would normally see. Just keep blending that pink into the crease and on the lid. We're going to do some work above and below, so don't worry about those. Just worry about laying down that color. Really nice and bold and bright. Now I'm going to go in with a coral eyeshadow, the one right next to that hot pink in the palette, and I'm going to blend out the top edge of that eyeshadow, just kind of diffuse it. Then I'm going to go in with a matte blue, the matte blue that's in that palette. I'm going to lay that down all over the lid and really blend that into my crease, making sure that I get a soft gradient from blue into that purpley pink into the pink. I'm also going to wing this out just a little bit. I don't want it as far as the pink is, but I do want that soft gradient. We'll spend some time blending this. You really need to make sure that everything looks cohesive and blended together. Once again, packing a little bit more blue onto that lid, making sure the gradient is really nice, because once you blend so much, it kind of goes away. Taking a little bit of that blue on the lower lash line to prep for what we're about to do next. Now I'm going to take a very small brush, some glitter adhesive and glitter, and create a teardrop on both sides. I am using the NYX glitter in teal, and I'm also using a icy pink to kind of play off what we have on the upper lid with a blue and a pink, and just create that glitter teardrop. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but I'm going to make it look a little bit different. You'll see me kind of mess up in my placement here, but I roll with it because I add another tier. So right there, you can see right underneath, I kind of added a little bit too much. So I'm just going to go over that again. Now we're going to take a duochrome eyeshadow and pat that on the inner half of my lid. This really pulls the look together. Now I'm going to take my white liner and I'm going to wing it out following that kind of that shape that I created, and just place that all along the lash line. The eyeshadow really helps with the winged liner there to kind of create that guide. Do the same thing on the other side, fill everything in, make sure there's no gaps. Next, I'm going to take some gems here and do the lower portion of my brow bone. Go ahead and place 3 gems of your color liking. I did pink, white, and then pink. You really want to let your glue get tacky. I'm going to show you what happens when you don't. You'll try to stick it on and it will just not stick. It'll keep coming off. So just make sure you wait about 30 seconds before attempting to put the gem on your skin. I'm using an eyelash adhesive, by the way. Next, I'm just going to add some mascara to my upper and lower lashes. Then we're going to take a pretty dramatic lash and lay it directly on my lash line so that there are no gaps, since we don't have any eyeliner on today, to mask that. You'll really be able to see it through the white, any gaps, so you want to make sure that you place it as close as possible. Let your glue get tacky, as you can see, and just place it on. Now we're going to take a muted purple lipstick. This is going to really tie in with that color that we created in the middle of the gradient on the eyeshadow. I'm going to use the same icy pink glitter that we used on the eyes in the middle of my bottom lip. And that really completes this look, guys. Use some setting spray, set it down if you're going to wear it a while. But as you can see, it's very glowy, very pink and dramatic, and I really fell in love with it. Thank you for watching.